An eyelash falls into your eye, and it stings. It blurs your vision. You rub, you blink, you curse that tiny hair. But here is the twist. That stinging little thing is the exact same hair designed to keep stuff out of your eye in the first place. It is not a failure. It is a system misfiring. Most people think eyelashes are just decoration. Fancy little curtains for your eyes. Maybe they catch some dust. Maybe they make you look pretty. That is wrong. Your eyelashes are not decorative. They are hypersensitive tripwires. Each single lash is wired directly into a supercharged reflex network. The moment a speck of dust, a grain of sand, or even a puff of air touches a lash, your brain triggers a blink. Not a slow, thoughtful blink. A lightning-fast blink. Faster than you can think. Before the invader ever reaches your eyeball. Think about that. You do not decide to blink. You do not have time to decide. The reflex happens in about 1/10 of a second. That is faster than you can process what you just felt. By the time you realize something touched your eyelash, your eye is already closed and open again. The invader is gone. Your brain just saved your vision without asking for permission. But how does this work? Let us get down to the mechanics. Your eyelashes are not ordinary hairs. Ordinary hairs, like the ones on your arm, have a slow nerve response. You feel a mosquito land on your arm. You look, you slap. That takes a full second or more. Your eyelashes are different. Each lash follicle is packed with nerve endings called mechanoreceptors. These are not just simple touch sensors. They are extremely sensitive. They can detect the lightest touch, the smallest movement of air. The moment a lash bends, even a microscopic amount, those nerve endings fire a signal. That signal travels up the trigeminal nerve, straight to your brainstem. Your brainstem does not waste time thinking. It sends a command right back down to the muscles around your eye. Blink. The whole loop takes about 50 to 100 milliseconds. Compare that to the time it takes for a grain of sand to travel the distance from your lash tip to your cornea. At walking speed, a speck of dust drifting toward your eye might take 1/4 of a second to reach the surface. Your reflex is faster. The eyelid closes completely in about 100 milliseconds. The sand never gets there. You never even know it was coming. Your eyelashes just saved you from a scratched cornea, and you did not notice a thing. Now, what happens when that very tripwire falls into your eye? That is the irony. When an eyelash detaches and lands on your eyeball, it becomes the enemy. Your eye surface, the cornea, is one of the most sensitive tissues in your entire body. It is packed with even more nerve endings than your fingertips. A single eyelash sitting on the cornea feels like a log. It triggers the same reflex loop, but now the source is inside the blink zone. Your eye wants that intruder gone. You tear up. You blink rapidly. You rub. All because that tiny protector deserted its post and turned traitor. But how many eyelashes do you actually have? The number depends on where you look. Your upper eyelid holds about 100 to 150 lashes. Your lower lid has about half that, 50 to 75. And they are not randomly placed. They are arranged in neat rows, usually 3 to 4 rows on the upper lid and 2 rows on the lower. Each lash grows to a specific length, typically about 10 millimeters on the upper lid and 7 millimeters on the lower. That length is not random either. It is the optimal length to deflect airflow and debris without poking your eye or blocking your vision. There is actually a thing called the eyelash length hypothesis. Scientists studied hundreds of mammals and measured their lashes. They found something surprising. Across species, from elephants to mice, eyelash length is always about 1/3 the width of the eye. That is not a coincidence. That is physics. If lashes are too short, they do not trap debris or create a protective air barrier. If they are too long, they channel more airflow and actually direct dust toward the eye. The 1/3 ratio is the sweet spot. Your lashes are the perfect length by evolutionary design. But lashes do more than just trigger blinks. They also form a fence. They create an air barrier. When wind hits your face, your lashes act like a windbreak. They slow down the airflow right in front of your eye. That slower moving air allows dust and particles to fall harmlessly to the ground instead of blasting into your eye at full speed. And when you walk through a dusty room, your lashes are the first line of defense. They catch larger particles before they even get near the cornea. They also help keep your eyes moist. Without them, constant airflow would dry out the tear film covering your eyeball. That tear film is critical. It protects your eye from infection and keeps the surface smooth for clear vision. By reducing airflow, your lashes help your tears stay put. They are like the windshield of your eye. You only notice them when they are gone or when one flips sideways and bugs you. And that brings us to the third thing. Your eyelashes protect your eyes from sunlight, not by being sunglasses, but by providing shade. The angle of your lashes matters. They curve outward and upward, creating a tiny natural canopy. When the sun is overhead, your lashes cast a slight shadow on your eye. It is not much, but it reduces glare and makes vision more comfortable. For animals that live in bright deserts, like camels, that shade effect is massive. Their lashes are long and thick for that exact reason. Yours are the human version. But let us talk about the nerve connection again, because it is genuinely wild. Your eyelashes are so sensitive that they can detect a single grain of pollen landing on a single lash. That signal travels to your brainstem, which then coordinates not just a blink, but a full sequence. Your eyelid squeezes tight. Your tear glands release fluid to wash the surface, and your eye rotates upward. That upward rotation, called the Bell phenomenon, is a reflex that protects your cornea by rolling your eye back into the socket. All of this happens in a fraction of a second without your input. So what happens when you lose your lashes? People who lose their eyelashes due to chemotherapy, alopecia, or trauma report a strange sensation. Not just cosmetic. They say their eyes feel dry. They feel more wind. They blink more often. They are more susceptible to dust and irritation. The invisible shield is gone. They realize, suddenly, that those tiny hairs were doing a lot of work. And then there is the evolutionary history. Eyelashes are ancient. They appeared in ancestors of mammals over 200 million years ago. Before that, early reptiles had no lashes. Their eyes relied on scales and tears for protection. But when mammals evolved warm blood and softer skin, they needed a new solution. Hair evolved for insulation, and lashes evolved as a specialized tool. Every mammal on the planet, from a grizzly bear to a blue whale, has them. Even whales, which live in water, have sparse lashes. They are not for decoration. They are for detecting close contact with objects. In the deep ocean, a whale cannot see well in murky water. A lash brushing against a rock warns the animal to close its eye before hitting the obstacle. Now, here is the unexpected part. Your eyelashes are also communicating with your brain in ways that go beyond the blink reflex. Recent research suggests that eyelash stimulation affects your autonomic nervous system. Yes, that system that controls your heart rate and breathing. When your lashes are touched gently, like by a breeze, your nervous system stays calm. But when a sharp object touches a lash, your sympathetic nervous system kicks in. Your pupils dilate. Your heart rate increases. Your body prepares for a threat. Your eyelashes are literally reading the environment for you. They are tiny sensors that distinguish between harmless air and dangerous debris. There is even a medical condition that proves how vital lashes are. It is called trichomegaly. That is when eyelashes grow unusually long. Sounds cool, right? It is not. People with trichomegaly have lashes that curl inward and scratch the cornea. They suffer from constant pain and vision problems. Their lashes are too long. They break the 1/3 rule. Their own defense mechanism becomes a source of injury. The solution is often surgical trimming. Too much of a good thing is bad. On the other end, there is a condition called matarosis, which is loss of eyelashes. It can be caused by infection, thyroid problems, or autoimmune diseases. People with matarosis report their eyes feel constantly irritated. They cannot tell when something is coming. Their blink reflex loses its early warning system. They get more eye infections and more dry eye problems. It is a reminder that your lashes are not just aesthetics. They are functional. So next time an eyelash falls into your eye and drives you crazy, remember what it was doing before it betrayed you. That tiny hair spent weeks growing, perfectly shaped to protect your vision. It stood guard against dust, wind, and sand. It triggered hundreds of blinks you never noticed. It stayed in formation with its 200 comrades, forming a living fence around your most precious sensory organ. And then one day it fell. It completed its life cycle. And in its final act, it became the very thing it was built to fight. That is not a failure of the system. That is just a retired soldier causing trouble. And that is what your eyelashes actually do. They are not just pretty. They are not just fringe. They are the fastest reflexes in your body, the first line of defense for your vision, and the most underappreciated hairs on your head. Your eyes are watching this screen right now. They are protected by a living shield you never have to think about. Until a single lash falls, and suddenly you cannot stop thinking about it.